can feel like a heaviness that you just can't shake off. It might feel like a fog that clouds your mind, making it really difficult to enjoy the things that you once loved or causing you to isolate yourself from others. You might even feel disconnected from your own culture, like you don't belong anywhere. I see you. And if you've ever felt like this, you are not alone. We're going to talk about how to get through this together. First, I want to say one thing. I know it can be hard to talk about mental health, especially in the South Asian communities, where emotional struggles aren't always acknowledged. But when we stay silent, we're not giving ourselves permission to heal. We're not allowing ourselves the grace and compassion that we deserve. So, what do we do about it? In my practice as a social worker and a life coach, I am asked this question all the time. So, what do I do? How do I stop feeling anxious? How do I get out of this depression? And these are very important questions, right? I want to acknowledge that it's okay to not be okay. If you're feeling like this, we have to, one, have the awareness, acknowledge the feelings, and then also be compassionate towards yourselves. It's important to give yourselves permission to feel. It's okay to admit that you're struggling. You don't have to be perfect, and you're allowed to have bad days, to cry, to feel exhausted, to be unsure of what's next. You don't need to wear a mask anymore. How do we practice self compassion? This sounds easier than done, but trust me, self compassion is a game changer. It's about speaking to yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would show a loved one who's hurting. I know in our culture, we often put others' needs before our own. I myself did this for years. I put everyone ahead of me. So my husband came first, my kids came first, my in laws came first, my family came first, work came first. I stopped prioritizing myself. But we can't keep doing that. You can't pour from an empty cup. Start small. When you're feeling down, instead of judging yourself, say, I'm doing the best that I can, and it's okay to take a break. And the next step would be seek support, even if it feels uncomfortable. Sometimes reaching out can feel like you're burdening others, but let me tell you this, your feelings matter. There are people who want to listen and to help you. So whether it's your close friend, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a professional, asking for support doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong. If you're not comfortable speaking to someone in your family just yet, well, then consider finding a therapist or a life coach who understands the cultural nuances of your experiences. And again, that's something that I wasn't able to do. So I want you to know that you're not alone. These are things that we all go through and we can overcome them, right? With this awareness. So there was many years of where I felt like I couldn't speak to anyone. And the fear I had was that if I told someone how I feel, that, I would be judged. I thought I'd be judged as a failure. So I had these really deep ingrained fears. And until I started the awareness work, the compassion work, the journey of my healing, that's when I started realizing that it is okay to ask for help. It's okay to be supported and that I'm not alone. And also